My name is Rico Glass, and I'm a country boy with the big old dreams. I would say my life journey all began when I was a little boy. Okay, had an older brother. He passed away from a tumor in his brain. Okay, so when I got older, when I became of age, I used to suffer from a lot of seizures. And there was a point in time where they did not believe I was gonna make it to be as old as my brother. So ultimately, you can understand when I made it above 3, my family was enthused. Okay, at one point in time, I like to say I was spoiled. Well, when I got in 1st grade, I remember my sister getting pregnant, and out came my first nephew. And that attention that I was getting, it went to somebody else. So I'm like, what can I do to get all my father's attention? Okay, so when I got in 4th grade, I ended up getting some serious trouble with the police. We ended up stealing the wallet. Stealing the wallet had $80 in it. You can imagine. 4th grade, $80, man, I'm rich. Guy lost wallet, it comes out, he was my cousin. He came up, telling everybody, man, I lost my wallet, this and that. And they started pinpointing. And one thing led to another, and in the 4th grade, I experienced my first set of handcuffs there. However, that did not stop my desire for attention. I said, okay, well, maybe I'll do it some other way. So as I grew up, I became pretty talented in sports, okay? But there was only one problem. My dad would never come to the games. So I was like, okay, sports not really appealing to him. So then as I got older, I started doing things in the streets that the average child should not have been doing. It led me into a career of rap music. I got on the record label, had me traveling from Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, Tennessee, just the surrounding states. I'm doing shows. Finally began to start getting paid for my shows. But my mother raised me in the church, and something hit me so hard. It said, what is it for a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? So I began to take a step back and ask, what kind of message am I delivering? All because I wanted to be in the spotlight. I left the music alone, and I tried it with the gospel rap, and I still couldn't find that. And lo and behold, I ended up meeting my wife. Then I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. And then something remarkable happened. On my 24th birthday, a guy that I always looked up to in sports, he came by. And I'm just knowing he's driving a BMW, he's doing good. I know he's gonna give me a good gift. That man walked up, happy birthday, bro. Gave me a book. And soon he left, threw that book over in the corner. When I was in Atlanta, Georgia, that was a trying time. We depended on the Lord himself and $80 grocery budget. Nevertheless, something sparked me, and I began to read this book. And in this book, it was called Talent is Never Enough by John C. Maxwell. But it had all type of motivational things, and one of the things that I got for it that literally changed my life. There are plenty of teams in every sport that have great players and never win titles. Most of the time, those players aren't willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. The funny thing is, in the end, their unwillingness to sacrifice only makes individual goals more difficult to achieve. One thing I believe to the fullest is that if you think and achieve as a team, the individual accolades will take care of themselves. Wow. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence, it wins championships. Michael Jordan. In all of the great things he had ever accomplished, he still highlighted how he needed teamwork. I spent my entire life trying to make Rico look good. Wow. Well, how many of y'all know that God desires that we are a warehouse and we dispense out blessings? Yeah. So that's we're to continue to flow. Okay? See, you're going through things, and you was going through that. You didn't realize that what you was going through was going to bless others. We get so caught up in a self-centered life that we don't even realize that we're blessed to be a blessing. Yes. Your talents are not just for you. Your skills are not just for you. Your finances are not just for you. You have to always remember something. You are raising the next generation. It's not about you. Because some people can be so caught up, I want my child to have everything I didn't have. I want them to be just like me. God may not put that in that child to be there. Amen. So, what I really want you to understand is something. You're significant. I learned that there are 7 human needs. There are 7 human needs. And one of those needs are to feel significant. Yes. I went throughout my life because that significant feeling that I had as a child that went away. I didn't find my place in life. I'm trying to figure, what is it that I have to do to feel that form of significance? A human need. It's natural. You're blessed to be a blessing. Use your gifts. Use your talents. Use your skills. Use your ability. All those things. And guess what? There's even a scripture that says, when God said he bless you with the power to get with him. He bless you with these abilities anyway. But it's up to you. Never forces anything on you. That's right. He tells you. He even said, I said before you today, blessing, curse, life, and death. Then he goes on to give you a hint. He said, choose life. Yes. He said, choose it. Then, he said, I said before you. But you still had to make a decision for yourself. Okay? 3 things I want you to do. First thing I want you to do, utilize your imagination. Albert Einstein said that your imagination is powerful. Yes. It foretells things coming in the future. Before you could actually walk outside on the phone, someone had to envision it. Before you can travel between destinations, someone had to envision a car. I've taken flights. It would take ideally 8 hours to get to Houston, where you can get on a plane and get there in an hour. Someone had to envision it. Those same characteristics, those same ideals are wrapped up in you. So use your imagination. The second thing I want you to do, work as if you're working unto the Lord. Share a story with you. There was this man, house builder. Okay, built houses for over 40 years. Some of the most beautiful houses you could ever see in the world. So, right before his retirement, his boss asked a question. He said, look, I know you're ready to retire, but I just need you to do this one favor. He said, can you build me one more house? Just one more. Build me one more house. And the guy, well, I don't know, this thing said, this out of kindness of your heart, build this one more house for me. So the guy said, okay, well, I'll build the house. So, what he did was, this is my last house, I'm going to get it done quick. So, instead of putting hardwood, he put in ladder. Instead of hiring his best contractors, he just will hire some rinky things. I just want to get this job done. At the end of the process, when he finally completed the house, his boss grabbed the keys and handed him, and he said, happy retirement. So, you never know how the things that you're going to do is going to one day affect you. Amen. Wow. That's why everything that you do, you do it unto the Lord, not unto man. So that's number 2. The last thing I want you to do and understand is there's going to be some challenging times. I don't care what you're doing. Whether you're an athlete, whether you're a speaker, whether you're a teacher, I don't care what it is. There's going to be some trying times. I love Inga Johnson. He said commitment is staying dedicated to that thing that you said even after the feeling of what you said is gone. Because it's so easy for us to commit ourselves to something when it feels good. But there's going to be times when things don't feel so good, and you got to just have that mind that regardless of how this feels, I'm staying dedicated. Yes. Michael Jordan also said, he says, everyone has talent and everyone has ability. But regardless of what it is, it takes hard work. It takes hard work to be successful. It takes hard work to even achieve some level in life. So I'm going to leave you with this. Whenever you're going through problems, situations, places where you have no end, you should always remember that it's God bragging on you.